about you. Now I'd just like to tie this into the Essence song, the Essence business, and that's about everybody else in this room. Thank you for participating in this first time and helping us celebrate all that was about. But it's still about you this evening. Yeah, it's still about you. I asked about the Essence songs. I'm the one who started all that mess about, oh no, find your essence, because it was something, it was an experience I had from my experience in Georgia years ago. And in the email, I think I wrote that, so I'm not going back over that was sent out. I said, this is how I came to that. You know, it was just a harebrained ideal I had, because I wanted to stay connected to all of my friends there. And I have stayed connected to those people, both personally and professionally. So having had this harebrained idea that everybody should pick out their Essence songs, both their personal Essence, which lasted forever, and their Georgia Essence, I had to have two to go along with it. Then I had to have a party, and I had to keep it a big secret, and I had to play all the songs, everybody had to sit through all of that. Well, oh my God, that's how she really sees herself? Who knew that was her Essence? But in the long run, music is a powerful and wonderful thing around us. And you didn't have to use music, as you know, by the way. You could use a poem or a piece of art or something that expresses you, so that it's like a touchstone, if you will. But in my case, it happened to be music and a song that I used for those folks. But it was like, how do you know the very heart and soul of who you are? And sometimes, when you hear it in music, I never hear some of those songs again from those folks in Georgia. But then I go there in the present moment. And standing beside me is my dear teacher, Mary Fraser, walking beside me, singing, I gotta be me, fighting against all odds for everything she did, and fighting about the world center that she started to dream the impossible dream. And I never hear those songs, but then I think of her, no matter what. Or my friend Dee Battle, who said, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. And as a black woman in the South going on for her doctorate degree, she sure as hell learned when to hold them and when to fold up and when to walk away. She was my best friend in college. And I never hear Kenny Rogers, but then I think of my friend Minnie. Or the whale sounds that I was telling Carol about, my friend Margaret Keister. So she didn't want any like regular thing, because Margaret's essence wasn't like that. But she was passionate about animals and peace and saving things. And so her essence song was like, she had like a whole album of whales talking. And I don't understand whale real well, but I did understand Margaret. And I did think it was cool that she understood that this was what her essence was. So I was telling Carol, I said, well, then I had to decide how long. Some of the other songs had an ending, so some were 2 minutes, some of them were 4 minutes. But the whale album went on forever, so I didn't have to decide how long to do whale stuff. But it was still, that was Margaret's essence. And so I never think of that when I tell the story, that I don't think of Margaret when I hear those kinds of things. So the point was, I wished that I knew something more about who you were, what your creative spirit was. It's a damned annoying thing to do, so some of you didn't do it, didn't like it, and didn't want to, and that's fine. But I just wish that I knew more about you and something that I would always have in my pocket. If I turn to FM 105.2, I have no idea what that is. If I did, I might hear Jeffrey there. I go, that's Jeffrey. In the middle of my day, as a surprise, somewhere down the line, or any of you, once you knew about each other, you always have that surprise over and over again. If you found something, well, sometimes, maybe you haven't found it yet, maybe you'll find it later on, maybe it's not a song, I don't know. But the song part of it was a part of it. So that's a part of you tonight. We have some time left this evening, so we're going to, if you brought your essence songs that we'll do, I'm going to do mine, and then we're going to do Carol's, and then we'll invite other people. We have time for dancing and getting up and moving around, or chatting, or networking, or whatever. It's the essence song, and things that people have brought will be played. So, and essence poems and things that you have. So, I hope that you did, or if you think of something later on, send it to me, because I would love to know how you see yourself. And I would love to have that surprise to carry with you wherever I go after this evening is over. Mine, as you know, and I mentioned in the email, was a song called, by Whitney Houston, that was the Olympic theme in Lord knows when, older than a while. Somewhere, I don't remember what year, but it's a long time ago. But it was called One Moment in Time. And that woman who climbed the stairs that day, when you told my story about that, when I climbed the stairs to Chase Hall that day, I see myself still. And I went to the small office where Cindy is now. That was my office. I climbed those stairs, and I thought that I had gone to heaven when I was said and done. I didn't know what I would do would be hard, and I was so, my family was going, "You're going to Buffalo?" Everybody said, "What is wrong with you?" I thought, because I knew what, that my purpose was there, so kind of what that was. And what I wanted was to race with my destiny, as some of the words say, and to find that. And I knew that I would have that one moment in time. And even now, as I look back on Buffalo, that's what it means to me. So we're going to do this song, and I'm just going to invite you to kind of be up and around. I'll tell you kind of how that goes a little bit. And then, after we do that, we're going to do a carol song, and people be invited to do their essences or other things that we have, like music and things going on after that. So we'll do some kind of starting adjournment kinds of things with that. So here's how it's going to work. Drum here is going to go ahead and put it on. And I'm going to start this off, and this is non-gender specific. So I'm just going to go to folks, and I'm going to hold up my hand and say, "Come on up here." Just at least walk around. It's not exactly like a dance. Just get up off your feet. And then you go, once you're up here, you have to go find somebody else, and you have to bring them up, And just walk, just kind of do a mingle around. But once you get up, you got to go find somebody else. And if you don't want to get up, just say to somebody, "I'm not getting up." Invite people to get up on their feet as I start off with this. So jump in, you want to start? And I'm going to ask somebody to kind of join me on this.
Each